Hello everybody, Raven Knight here, and today, after much requesting and after much pleading, I am now going to tell you all about how to make this character. Welcome, my friends, to How to Build, the series where I show you how to build my For Honor characters so that you can use them yourselves in the battlefield. And ever since I revealed this character, people have been begging me to talk about my America Bringer, the American Lawbringer. That's right, folks, we're going to talk about that today. I am so excited. It took some time to figure out how to do this, but I think you guys are going to like it. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, for the armor, you're going to want the Aquitus helm because of that eagle look on the helmet. You're going to want the Aquitus helm. For the chest, you want the Tormented Arbiter chest because you need that long cape, and this is probably one of the smoothest front chests you're going to get. And then for the arms, the Tormented Arbiter arms as well. So Tormented Arbiter arms, Tormented Arbiter chest, Aquitus helm. Okay, got that? For the weapon, this is tricky. You need the Golden Eagle axe, Golden Eagle shaft, and Golden Eagle spike. Now, technically, you don't need the Golden Eagle. There's another option that you could go with. You could go with a Parasitus Ghost Spike. You could go with, it's somewhere around here. Hold on, we'll get to it. You want stuff that's going to have an eagle on it. You want stuff that's going to have an eagle or an eagle kind of emblem on it. And as you go through Lawbringer stuff, you see a few that actually have an eagle. Like you could go with the red Spinel spike. As you can see, the spike especially is going to be important. But, yep, there it is, the Shrieking Valor spike. Those are the ones that I was thinking of. The Shrieking Valor is a good substitute, but I went with the Golden Eagle because of that big old eagle head, the very big and thick spike at the top, and the way the axe head is made. I think that the Golden Eagle is going to be your best bet here. So, like I said, for the head, Aquitus helm, Tormented Arbiter chest, Tormented Arbiter arms, Golden Eagle axe, shaft, and spike. So that's going to be your setup for the armor and weapon. Pretty easy stuff. You're going to get that real solid American feel, and we haven't even gotten to the rest yet. Okay, so for traits, it doesn't matter. You're not going to see any of this stuff anyway, so don't even worry about it. For the head, okay, you want the barren leaf paint pattern. That's important. You want that barren leaf paint pattern to get that stripe effect, which you get at Reputation 27, level 10. So get your Lawbringer up past Reputation 27, level 10 to get that paint pattern. So that's going to be important. For the right shoulder, you want the ladder's paint pattern, which you get at level 5, so pretty easy to get. And you want the eagle embossing, which you get at Reputation 27, level 20. So use that eagle embossing. That is important. You could also trade it out with something kind of nice and patterny like Paisley 2 or Paisley 1. Or you could use, where was it? There was another really good one that you could use. It's right there. You could use whatever the cost, which is from the Creed event. So any of those would work fine, but genuinely you want that eagle. All right, for left shoulder, you want the ladders and eagle again. You're just going to be copying the other shoulder on this side, okay? You want the two shoulders to match. So, but even more important than the embossing, if you don't even put an embossing on it, that's fine. Make sure you have ladders, because ladders, I feel, is very, very important. For the chest and back, you need the vertical lines paint pattern, which you get at Reputation 18, level 8, to get that stripe effect. Now for the symbol, you are going to need to get a little bit creative here. You're going to need to use the American flag emblem that I made, and I will quickly show you how to make that if you'll stick with me for a second. 1 second. Here we are. We're going to go to Emblem Editor. We're going to show Edit. So for the background, you want a, hold on, here we are. You want this, they don't have names, so I'm just going to have to show you. You want this pattern, the one that's checked right here. It's at the very bottom of my screen, bottom right-hand corner. You want that. And for your color, you want white, pure white for the first color, and for your second color, red. For your transformation, these are the specifications. You need negative 47 x-axis, 229 y-axis, resize to 32, don't rotate. Okay? That's the way you're going to want to make it look. Make it look as close to this as you possibly can. There's no need for a first S1 for S2. The symbol is going to be the half circle. Pretty easy to do. Color is going to be blue. Transform it to have negative 2 x-axis, negative 115 y-axis, and resize at 119, no rotation. Again, pretty simple. Make it look close to that. All right. Next, you're going to want a star, and you're going to want 3 stars, but each one's going to look a little different. The color is going to be white. The transformation, 118 x-axis, negative 121 y-axis, resize at 10, no rotation. Okay? Awesome. Next, another star. This one's going to be the same color, but for transformation, don't move it on the x-axis. It's at 0. Negative 75 on the y-axis. Resize to 40. Rotate 1. Okay? Okay. And then finally, one more star. This one is going to be negative 119 x-axis. Negative 115 y-axis. Resize at 10. Rotate 359. Honestly, you don't even need to really rotate it. I just had it set there. So there you go. Once you have all that, the last thing you're going to need is the outline, which is this nice rounded gold eagle outline. So this is what you're going to want to get. That nice golden eagle outline is important because it has the eagle on the bottom. So make sure you get that. Honestly, you could do any outline you really wanted, but this is going to be your best one. Okay? That is how you make the patriotic American flag emblem for this set. Okay? All right. So for his chest, back to what we were talking about, for the paint pattern, vertical lines, for the symbol, the American flag emblem, you're going to need that. Okay? For your standard, you want the same thing, vertical lines, and the American flag emblem. It will look very nice on the back here. Yes, sir. It looks great, I feel like. For the ornament, there are a couple options. Now, I went with the Crimson Crest ornament, which you get from winning ranked matches. It's one of the most popular with Lawbringer. I think it looks really well to have that crest. If you don't have that, you can use the Vortigern's Hawk, which isn't the best, but it'll give you that eagle, which is always nice. You can use the Avenging Angel, because America's an Avenger, am I right? America's going to avenge itself. But other than that, there are a few other options. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. The other really good one is the eagle's head. This is a solid secondary option because you get this nice blue eagle on the top, which looks fantastic. So honestly, that is a good follow-up if you do not have the crest that I mentioned earlier. Definitely go with the eagle's head. However, you will have to win ranked matches to get it. The other option would be the avian stare, which gives you some eagle-like feathers, which could work just as well. But other than that, those are going to be your best options for ornaments, and you do want those nice ornaments. For the material, you probably figured it out already, but you want seawater as your blue color. You want that nice, very pronounced blue. It's a deep blue color. Please don't go turquoise. It's not going to look as good. Don't go celeste because it's too light a blue. It's too bright a blue. We don't want that. You could go with cobalt. Cobalt is a fine option, I feel like. You could go with that. But to me, I felt that seawater was just the best one out there. I feel like it's the best bright American blue that we're looking for. And now for the paint pattern. What's the paint pattern we want? This was hard. It took some work to find this one. But the paint pattern you want is Legacy Crusader 1, which you get from owning Year 1 Heroes Bundle. If you do not have that bundle, I am sorry. I don't know any other paint patterns that come as close as this. They might be out there. I didn't look very hard for them because once I found Legacy Crusader 1, I stuck with it. This is going to be your best. What you really want is you want a color scheme that's going to give you the red and white to counter the blue. So if you can find a good red and white color scheme that can contrast against the blue that you have here, that's going to be what you want to get, okay? So if you have Legacy Crusader 1, you're good to go. If you don't, do some searching to see if you can't find one that'll work just as well. All right? Okay, let's get into the feats. So for the feats, we've got Conqueror, because America shows up to conquer. That's what we have done, that's what we do, and it's what we will continue to do. We've got Juggernaut, because America cannot be stopped. You can hit us, you can slap us, we will keep on hitting harder. Oh, slow us down if you like, we'll slow down for you, but just know we're still coming. Get Pugno Mortis as your third feat because America loves things that go boom. But another good one to use would be Second Wind because America always comes back from the brink. And then the best, honestly, with your fourth feat, you could go with Ingenious Ember, Catapult, or Regenerate. All three would work just fine. I just choose Ingenious Ember because let's be real, it's such a good feat for Lawbringer. And honestly, Catapult is just almost completely worthless in the game at this point. So you want Ingenious Ember, Pugno Mortis, juggernaut, and conqueror. Okay? All right, get that America feel. Yeah. All right. Next up, let's go with executions. What do we want for executions? Sto pro veritate is a good one. You just kick them down and slam and drag. It's just very, very good. Very, very perfect for what you want America to feel like. And then you cap it all off. That's the thing. You cap off this absolute power move by slamming your poleaxe into the ground. Just bam. That right there is how you do. The final blow, because after all, America loves things that go boom, and that includes you. Boom. Exactly. Tene cursum, another very good power move, absolute Chad levels. Gotta go with that, gotta love it. And then off with their head. The ultimate power move, just shame them, knock them down, judge them. That is how America do. All of that is really, really good. But honestly, any power move, even like Cyclonic Justice, the Horse Rider, Duralex, Sedlex, any of those power moves would probably be good ones for Lawbringer. Well, for America Bringer in this case. So get those power moves going for your America Bringer. For your emotes, you want your welcome, because, hey, you know what? Many countries in the world do have to say thank you to America for making them what they are. So, you're welcome. And then you want some. A challenge to the rest of those countries out there saying, do you want a piece of this? You want a piece of this? Yep, you want that. You can go with my liege. It is respectful, but not nearly as strong. You can go with grunt too. That's not too bad. Moctever 2 is fine. I wouldn't go with pony. Little too silly, but hey, you do you. And none shall pass is a little too Lord of the Rings. Now, for free roam, you want glorious and pump up. Everything that's pumping you up to make you feel good. Now, you can go banner of arms only if you are actively using the American flag emblem. If you're using the American flag emblem, then banner of arms is a stellar choice. But since I'm not using it, I'm using my Raven Knight emblem, it's not as good. So only use this one if you're using the American flag emblem. And everything, and so that's why I say pumped up and glorious. Those are your two best options. For signature, in good steed, all of that, I know that I have my misgivings about the horse thing, but the reason I go in good steed is because of Paul Revere riding up to warn you that the British are coming. You know, and if you look at America's history, a lot of people rode up on horseback to change the fate of America, so I think that it's only fitting that America rides up on horseback, or axeback as it were, to inform you America has arrived. America has arrived. That is correct. Now, for effects, this is going to be a little contentious, but follow me on this. I didn't use anything for idle, but for most of the executions and the free roams and combat emotes, I used Messenger's Wings. And I use that because of the kind of eagle wing kind of feel here. I like the eagle wing kind of motif, which I think works very well. But to be perfectly honest, you don't need to use any effects for anything. You could just go with what you have and it would work just fine. You may think, I don't know, Raven, the messenger wing seems a little overkill. And you may be right, but let's face it, America goes for that overkill. Am I right, folks? Check me on that. But honestly, you don't need to add messenger's wings if you don't want to, but if you had to add one, they would be what I chose. It especially looks good when you do your welcome. I'll be honest, the messenger wing just looks so good when you're doing your welcome. That's so baller. So that's what you want to use for those. Now, if you wanted to use something other than messenger's wings, another good one would be Beacon of Peace, because America is the peace bringer. Am I right? I like also how it drags him back onto the grass. It's just really good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you build the America Bringer. How many of you guys, after seeing this, are now going to try to make your own America Bringer in For Honor, okay? Go out there and bring the absolute Chad that is America into the battlefield. Trust me, even when you lose, you still win. Am I right? Of course I am, because I'm American. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know down in the comments if you plan to make America Bringer yourself. Let me know if you found any other paint patterns besides the one I showed you to make America Bringer yourself. And also offer your criticism. Do you think there could be a better way to build this? Let me know down in the comments. Would always love to hear your thoughts. And as always, guys, I will see you in my next video. Take care.